Hello guys, welcome once again. This is your guys sound check video, and today I'm going to walk you through on how to set up DBS Driverack PA2. People have been actually commenting on my videos for this one. Okay, before I start, I will just plead with my viewers. Actually, I want to hit some targets. I want to do more tutorials and more videos for you guys out there, but you see, getting the GS to rehearse is actually the problem, or to do the video is the problem. So right now I want Berenga rank rack. Yes, so that's what I want. It's actually $3,500 and I'm hoping you guys out there can support. If one person can buy it and send it to me down here, cool. If you can donate something small, to add up to get the amount that we want to get the mixer, so we can actually do what we are supposed to do. God bless you for that, and your name will be mentioned in every video that I will do. Okay, so I can actually give you my credit card number so you can send some amount to it if you want. Okay, the number is 4042152018846908. I'm repeating the number again: 4042152018846908. The name is Samuel Kenneth Aqua. So you can actually send some amount or some token to this Visa numbers. I'll make sure I also leave it in the comment section. Or if you want to do electronic mobile transaction, you can actually send it on +23357440747. The name is Samuel Kenneth Aqua. Okay, thank you for supporting this channel. I hope you guys will just help me to meet this target, so you can get the mixer and we can do more videos about live sound. Okay, so this is actually Driverack PA2, as I just said. So this is the interface. There's it, and I'll just turn the mixer around. I'll turn the DSP around so you can actually see the back of it. So this is the back of it. Here is the input, and this is the low left and right. This is the mid left and right. This is the high left and right. This is USB. This USB can actually connect the USB type B to your laptop or your desktop to download the firmware version from DBS Driverack to actually update this DSP if you want. And this Ethernet slot, this is where you can actually connect a router. Okay, so you see this router, you can connect this router to this Ethernet slot here. This Ethernet slot here, so connect this, and please make sure that you are putting it in LAN. Okay, you see some router do have LAN 1. Please don't connect it to that LAN 1, connect it to the LAN. Okay, cool. So when it's connected, you see the light will start flashing. Okay, so the next thing you have to do is that if you want to connect it to any device, you can actually download it from you can actually download it to your desktop, your laptops, or your Mac, or whatever. You can go to Google and search DBS Driverack PA2 software download, and you can actually download it on your Android. So I have one on this Android phone, so I will open it. What you will do first is you have to connect your router to this. You have to connect your Wi-Fi to this router. Okay, so this is the interface. This is the interface for it. So I'll just hit on the scan device, and it will start scanning. It will start scanning, and it's wait. Hold on, maybe this is not connected. Let's see if my Wi-Fi is actually connected, and you will know. Okay, so before I work on the router, then let's continue. Here is a RTA mic input. You can actually connect a measurement microphone here to do automatic room EQing. So that's how it is. This is your screen. You have this small button here. That is the back. Okay, the back. This is your wheel or your jog, you can call it anyway. And here you have the wizard here. You have a recall button, a store button, utility button, and here you have GEQ, crossover, PEQ, AFS, comp, delay, the sub harmonic synthesizer, limiter, and RTA. and then you have the main input light here. This is actually digital, so it's up to 0 dB, and you get the outputs, that is the low left and right, the mid left and right, and the high left and right. And you see the TH here is for the limiter, so this is the threshold. So should in case the threshold is actually active, the colors will start changing. All right, so let's see if my phone have been successfully connected to the network. Then let's scan the DSP. Then we see, okay, so you see right now this cell phone have been able to identify the DBS Driverack. Okay, so you see my Driverack and the IP address and whatever. So you just have to hit on the connect here. I'll hit on the connect and it's loading, and it will open up like this. So this is the interface. So you see you have a JEQ, you have auto EQ, you have advanced feedback suppression, you have subharmonic compressor, input delay, your crossover, your parametric EQ. So you can actually press on anything here, then you can do anything you want, and it will actually work on here. Okay, everything you do here will actually translate here. So after you disconnect your router and everything, this will actually save everything you want to save. Okay, all right, so before we start, since you have understand this software thing, let's go on. I'll hit on record to change to a different setup so that I don't interfere with this. Okay, so this is it. You see the interface is actually here. So if you want to set up your crossover, you come to the crossover section here, this one, and I'll hit on it, and it will show up like this. This is actually kind of different from DBS 260 and PA or PA plus. So you see you have high band. You will click on this wheel and it will be like this. The HP here, the HP you see is actually high pass filter. This means if I'm doing this for my full range, this is actually telling me the frequency that won't be part in my full range speaker or my top speaker. So if you want to change the filters, you can hit on this jog again and you can change the frequency number that you want. So let's say it's on 80. Okay, I'll hit the wheel again, and right now I will just turn this wheel down and I'll come down. Then I'll be able to change the filters. So whether you want length rate rally, you want butterworth, the octaves that you want, you can actually change it. So I'll use length rate rally. Let's use 24 for this. And if you want to change the gain, you also go down. Then you do what? You can just change the gain up and down. You can see actually as I'm doing this, I click on this wheel to jump from the left to the right. Okay, so I click on it to jump. If you want to do a high pass, you can actually do this, and this high pass is actually for the top. Still I'm still on the tops, so I can do a high pass in case I don't want the high frequencies to go into my full range or my line arrays that much. I can actually put a low pass filter on it, and I can actually change the filters too as well. Here I can change the filters, and now down here you have the polarity. Down here you have the polarity. So this is the polarity. Then you can just invert the polarity, or you can just let it be on normal to control your phase. Okay, so let's say right now I've been able to set my full range or my line array crossover. All right, so let's do the sub. You have to hit on this back icon here, this back, hit on it, and right now it will take me to the low band. So since I'm on the low band, I'll just hit on this wheel again, and it will take me again, and this actually gives me the high pass and the low pass. So since you know what you want and you know what you are doing, you can actually set the high pass. Okay, so let's say if this is on 20 Hz, it's on 20 Hz, I'll just hit on it and I'll go down to the high pass filter type. Okay, and let's use the LR 24 as we did. We can go down here to change the gain. if you want. And this is actually plus, it's plus 20 dB. Okay, plus 20 dB. If you want to boost it, you can boost it plus 20 dB for each of the outputs, or you can just cut negative 20 dB, depends on what you want. So I'll put it to 0. I'll put it to 0. Then let's go here, down here. You can see, you can actually see you have the polarity invert thing there, but the thing is we didn't set the low pass. Okay, so we can set it to where, like we did for the tops, we did it at 81, and then we can go, then we can change this filter here. Then right now what we have done is we have been able to set up our crossover section. We have been able to set up our crossover section. What I'm doing is I'll hit this back icon here, and I'll hit it back again, and it will take me home. So in case of I want to do EQ, I'll just come here to, if I want graphic EQ, I'll hit on this graphic EQ button, and it will take me to my graphic EQ. So you see right now we have graphic EQ, but it's off. So I can actually hit on this jog here to turn it on or off. So if I want it to be on, I can just let it be on. I hit on it again, it will go back to the other side, and it can actually ask you a quick curve. Either you want it flat, you want it flat, you want it my band. So you can see as I'm just touching this, see, right now it's on my band, and you see it have just boosted some low and cut some low frequency, cut the high mid frequencies and the highs. Okay, let's turn it. This is pitch, and with pitch, this Driverack just removed all of the low frequencies and boost the high mid frequencies. Let's turn it again. It's on performance, and the performance is actually, it have boosted the lows and the high low mid, and it have cut the high mid and highs. On DJ sets, it have actually boosted this here up the low frequencies, cut the mid-rate frequencies, and boost the highs. So there's it. But if you don't know what you are doing, you can actually put it flat, or in case of you want to edit individual frequencies you want, you can actually go down. You can see right now, you see 20 hertz. So as I go down, 25, 31, 40, 50, I'm turning the wheel. Okay, I'm turning the wheel. So as I'm turning the wheel, it keeps going down. So I can actually edit individual frequency I want. So let's say if I want to edit this 2.5K, I'll hit on this jog again. Look at where my hand is. I'll hit on the jog again, and it will jump. Then I can boost this the amount that I want. Okay, or I can cut the amount that I want. So let's say I've done this. I'll come here, and I also cut this frequency, and I'll come here, down here, and I'll cut this a little bit, and I'll come here, and I'll boost this a little bit, and I'll go down here, I'll go down here, then I'll boost this a little bit. So right now I've been able to edit this graphic EQ filters. Okay, so that's it. This is how it is. So if you want to turn it off, you can just go all the way up, then you hit on it, then you go to on or off. Right. It gives you parametric EQ as well. So if you want to use a parametric EQ, you have to come here, then you have to hit on the parametric EQ. So I'm going to hit it, and you see, and there's it. And you see you have auto EQ menu. This auto EQ menu is actually the thing that's connect with this microphone, microphone, then you can do auto EQing. Okay, but if you don't have any idea, then you want to do, you actually see you have high output PEQ, then low output, because I'm doing two-way on this preset. So when you click on it, you see parametric EQ. You can turn it on and off. So let's turn it on. It can ask you if you want to do restore, flat, or whatever. So you can put it to whatever you want to do, and it will ask you for the filter type. You can choose bell, or low shelf, or high shelf. Okay, so let's choose bell, and in this actually it actually gives you the band, the sorry, the focus is not working. Okay, so in this it actually gives you the band. Okay, let's say band type 1, and you can actually select whether you want it to be bell, high shelf, or low shelf. And you can come here, then you will select the frequency that you want. So you say band 1 frequency, can hit on it to change the frequency that you want. And if you want to boost or cut, this is the gain. You go down, then you can actually boost it. So you can see whilst I'm boosting, this is it. You can cut if you want to. This is it. I've been able to boost it. And let's go down to the, when you see the Q means how do I even, the bandwidth. Okay, yes, so the bandwidth. So you can actually let it be narrow, you can let it be wider. Right now I've let it be narrow. Okay, narrower. So I want to open it, then it's to, I'm using the field, I'm using this field to do it. I'm using the field to do it. So you can see, and right now I'm letting it be a bit wider. Okay, so let's go to EQ type 2, and you see there's a band type 2, and this one let's choose high shelf. Okay, so frequency, let's select a different frequency like 7K. Let's go down and turn up the gain, and you see I've been able to boost it, and I can actually just control the slope. As you see, I can control the slope here. This is it. And now since we are done with this, we can go to band 3 frequency gain, band 4 frequency gain, and the bandwidth, and we can do band 5, right? So band 7, band 8. So it gives you up to 8 band of parametric EQ. That's how it is. And even when I open the software on the phone, you can actually see that it's actually there. Okay, so it gives you actually 8 band of parametric EQ. So this EQ that I've been able to configure here, when I connect the phone, then you see that, oh yeah, it's actually the same thing. Okay, so let me connect my router again, and I will show you on the cell phone to know that whatever I did here is actually the same thing on the phone. Okay, so I'm connecting to it again, then we see, let me connect to it. Okay, so there's it. And let's go to the PEQ, then you see what I just did there. You see, so what I did under this DSP, you see this one is actually what is showing here, and I can actually add another band here or another one here, then I'll do anything that I want. Okay, so since I've done this like this, when you go to the PEQ on the mixer, you on the DSP, you see it say. Okay, so wirelessly I can actually be at the FOH, and I'll control the DSP, tuning the system, so you can't be hustling this much. And even if you don't have any DSP, you can actually connect a cat cable from the DSP to your, if your laptop or your desktop is having a cat Ethernet slot in, you can just connect it, then it will work as you are expecting it. It's the same thing. All right, so right now we have been able to set the EQ, we have been able to set parametric EQ, we have been able to set the crossover, left with the compressor and the limiter. So now hit on this compressor, and there's it. This actually compress the input signal. When I say input signal, I mean this one, the left and right. So it actually compress the input signal, so you can hit on this jog here to turn it on and off. And I can actually go down, set up the threshold I want. I said this is actually in digital, so it's in dBFS, and I can set up my ratio. Okay, since it's main left and right, you don't have to compress it that much. And if you maybe after compression, if you want to add up a little gain to compensate, you can do that. Okay, you can do that. So there's it. And, you can actually do over easy. Over easy actually tells the DSP compressor to either react fast or to react to the signal very slowly. And like the less normal actually react slow, but the fast number actually, if the signal is not even up to the threshold level you set, it will actually start compressing the signal. Okay, so you can actually choose maybe 2 or 3, and that's actually cool. And this is it. So this all for the compressor. Let's check the limiter. Here you click on the limiter and you can see it will give you 2 things. That is the high output limiter and the low output limiter. I said I'm doing 2-way on this preset, so I'll just hit on it, and I can just hit on this again, then I'll turn it on. I'll come here, threshold, then I'll set to the number I want. So you can actually see that as I'm turning, this diagram down there is moving. Yes, it's just like the compressor that is on your digital message, actually showing you or giving you a visual representative of how the thing is actually behaving. And the over easy here is actually same thing with the compressor, so you have to make sure you have chosen a lesser number. Okay, good. For the limiter, you can't boost any gain here. You can't boost any gain here, so that's how it is. So what I've done here, if I want to go back, I can actually click on this back icon here, then I'll go back, then I will set the limiter for the low as well. Okay, so you can set up your threshold, and you see this is actually indicator. So the overall signal this can go is actually 0 dB. Okay, so you see on the output meter it starts from -20, 15, 10, 3 and 0, right? So since it's like that, you have to make sure that you don't want the signal to hit 0, so you can actually set it somewhere -4 dB or something like that. Then you can just let the over easy be on maybe 2 or 3, so that when the signal is actually somewhere 10.7, okay, it's actually 10.7, the limiter will actually start to limit the sound to protect your amplifier and your speakers. So guys, that's how it is. And you have the sub-harmonic synthesizer, and for this I don't actually advise using it in live environment. Okay, I don't actually entertain that. And you have this automatic feedback suppression. You can turn it on to control feedbacks if you want, so you can actually choose all or live only, but you have to put it on all so that it can actually ask you to choose filter mode. Okay, so if you want to filter live filters or whatever that you want, so this can actually grab feedback some frequencies. If some frequencies want to feedback, you can actually grab that frequency, then it will notch it. But actually don't actually use it, because I don't want it, because maybe if there's something that is being a harmonic or tone, these days people think it's a feedback, then it will actually sit on that frequency, which I don't want that. So I would say do the right thing and don't use this automatic feedback suppression. Okay guys, so I think this is all for that. So someone will ask, maybe after doing this, how can I save it? You just have to hit on this store button here, hit on it, and it will ask you if you want to change your name. You can actually change it to anything you want. Okay, so you can actually change it to anything you want. So you see, as I'm doing it, okay, you can actually change it to anything you want. After you have been able to change the names, then you hit on store again, and it's there. Okay, it's there. So I've been able to store it, and you see the rough name I just did is actually what is on the screen. And you see I'm using user preset 3, so I think that's it. And if you want to mute and unmute your output signal, you can actually use this switch here to mute and unmute. Okay, you can use it here. When it's lit up red, meaning it's actually mute. When it's up, then it means that the output can actually send a signal to amplifiers for you to hear your sound. Okay, so guys, I think this is a quick video. I wanted to make this video short, but at least I've used 24 minutes. So if you want to contact me for any of your setups, you can actually contact me on +2 335 74 40 74 47. And please, for the donation, don't forget, any little amount you have, you can actually donate to this channel. Okay, you can send it to the numbers I just mentioned, the Vista numbers, or maybe mobile transaction. You can actually send it here for us to get the mixer, then we can do more video tutorials. I think that's what I can do to help you, my viewers out there. Thank you very much for visiting my channel once again. Goodbye.